We are awake. Shadowheart.
I've been lied to. My whole life. And I was gullible enough to just believe it. My parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think a part of me always knew that. A part that Shah denied to me.
You've been forced to live a lie. At least now the truth is starting to reveal itself.
Indeed. But the truth may yet prove painful. Who knows what Shah still keeps from me? We'd better press on for now, and hope we're ready when the moment comes. But before that, there's one thing I need to see to.
And what's that?
You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me.
Alright. That's fair. Oh, they're here now. Are you always here?
Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore.
Oh boy, how do you intend to spend your newfound freedom?
I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. The dead 3 are risen. The dead 2 remain. You must face them. I will help.
Thank you. You should join my camp permanently, though. We can fight the powers of evil together.
Our thoughts are as one, my friend. You must face the chosen of Bane and Baal. I will do my part to see them laid low.
I have questions for you, Dame Aelin.
Pray, ask, and I will tell.
But I don't, actually. Alright. Isabel?
Looking forward to a bit of rest, if I'm honest.
Yep.
Shadowheart was no true child of Shah, merely a captive. She must have her vengeance.
She must. Oh, that's right. Now they're all gonna say... oh, Will. Why are you naked? Ah, Will.
Taken from the light to be raised in darkness. The truth is finally dawning. Shadowheart can follow its light, or she can retreat back into dusk.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll have to put you back in your clothes in a little bit.
Poor Shadowheart. She's been jerked around so much. I want to believe the gods keep this world balanced, but sometimes I wonder.
What do you mean balanced? If it's balanced, then some people need to suffer needlessly and some people need to have joy needlessly.
All's well, I hope. Aside from the obvious.
Yeah. Yeah. Gale.
At least Shadowheart is armed with the truth now. May its keen edge draw forth whatever vengeance she desires.
Indeed.
So, it's a quest to free Shadowheart's parents, is it? And here I was, worried I'd be the only one with a difficult family reunion waiting in the city.
Good point. Good point. Halsin is not here. Wow. Let's leave camp. Naked though we may be. Well, not naked, but... well, Shadowheart is, but... let's go in there. Talk to Halsin.
I swear, I can already feel a change in the air. Like the curse itself knows its time is short.
He doesn't say anything. Huh. Oh, I didn't talk to Jaheira, though. In camp.
I would not linger in this land over long. But, whatever your business, I will aid you if I can.
Does she not show up in camp? She does. She's over there.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
I would not linger in this land over long. But...
yeah, but that's not... okay. Let's reform our party, I think. We're gonna say goodbye to Shadowhearts.
Fine. I'll be here whenever you rediscover your taste in company.
Mm-hmm. And let's say hello to Karlach.
Aces.
And of course, she levels up. And we will say goodbye to Jaheira. She'll stay in camp, right? We need to part ways for the moment. I'll see you back here.
You're sure?
Yeah.
Later, then. I tell you not to get in trouble, but I suspect it will find you whether you like it or not.
And she just stays here. Alright. And let's say hello to Lae'zel. Where is she? Also, why is Alcyn not here? Let's bring Alcyn home. I don't like that he's here. Join me.
Good. Now our roots can deepen. Together.
Karlach approves. And if I go to camp, he's gonna be here. Yeah, he's there. Why?
I have a lot on my mind.
That is weird, isn't it?
And well, in it.
Anyway, let's say goodbye to him.
Break.
I'll be ready.
And you will, yeah. Anyway, where's Lae'zel?
It is done.
And she levels up. She also doesn't have a portrait, but that's not the first time it happens. Anyway, let's level Karlach up.
What's the story?
We have a naked, yeah, well, that's just how it is. They are, that's how it is. Brutal, critical, not cynical. You're trained to strike swift and true. When you land a critical hit, you roll an extra damage die, as well as the normal additional critical dice. Oh. That's it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna make that synergize with things. But we also have intimidating presence. If the target resists this effect, it can't be targeted again until it long rests. What? Menace an enemy and instill a terrible fear within them. You can use maintaining intimidating presence to prolong the target's fear. All right, so you intimidate them first, right? And if you fail to intimidate them at any time, you can never intimidate them again. So it's good. It's free. It's an action. So there it is. That is, well, naked Lae'zel time now. Her level up is also pretty straightforward. She gets Indomitable. You have become as durable as an iron golem. Whenever you fail a saving throw, you can roll again using the new results instead. So it's not quite advantage. Well, it is. Well, it isn't quite advantage in the sense that if you roll a critical failure on the second throw, you keep the critical failure. But otherwise, it mostly works like that. I don't know why. They might as well just give her advantage on that. And we have a new subclass feature called Improved Combat Superiority. The size of your superiority dice, in fact, increases to 1d10. Well, to d10. Either way. And we got 2 new maneuvers. This is really good. Is she gonna get... Is her subclass like basically you get all the maneuvers by the end of the game? It very well might be. Fainting attack. You use your action and bonus action to have advantage and an additional 1d10 damage, which is pretty good. And I think I'm going to go with Commanding Strike here. Although Rally... Unfortunately, Rally just for herself. Pushing is pretty awesome. But I'm going to go with Commanding Strike because this is a weird thing, but it may be good for Gilladel. For her just to tell Gilladel to attack. And, yeah. So... I think it's time to equip them. Let's look at the weapon first. I'm going to give her the halberd that I had for a while there with Will. Obviously, things are all out of place, so we're going to need to use this inventory here. So, but yeah, don't worry about it. And that's going to be a two-hander. That is just normal. She also will need a torch. So for armor, I'm going to do something a little bit wild. I am going to give her the Enraging Heart Garb. I don't know how long we've had this, but this is rare clothing. that not only fits her because while raging, which is frenzy, she generates 2 turns of wrath per turn, I would imagine. So it just gives her extra melee damage, which is a nice thing. It also adds her constitution up by 2, up to a maximum of 20, which is fine because she has 16, if I remember correctly. So the good thing about this is that while it won't change her armor class, well, her base armor class, it won't change. You can see there, it has a +3 constitution from an armored defense. That's something I wasn't aware of, because I didn't read the class description well enough. Because barbarians get armor class when not armored, they get armor class from constitution. And because she has 16 constitution, that's a +3, and there it is. So that's awesome. So by my calculation, her armor class is going to change by 1 to 16, because that's her constitution going up to 18. There it is. And now, the cool thing is, if we cast... we could give her a shield for 1, I think. So that would bring it up to 18 or 19. But we're not going to do that, because we already have this. The cool thing is, if I bring her armor class, our base armor class, by 3 with mage armor, that means she has 19 armor class. And I could give her Cloak of Protection, which I think is probably better than me. So I'll do that, in fact. Which means she has 20 armor class, which is pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet. And that's at the bases. So that's the cloak that I'm going to give her. The helmet, what do we have? Let's give her, for the helmet, let's give her this thing that allows her to crit a little bit better while she's sneaking. Hopefully, you know, we're going to, while fully obscured, I should say. Not while she's sneaking. She doesn't need to be sneaking. But hopefully that's going to be a little bit better. Because this thing is not the Radiant Glaive, so that's really nice. The cape, I don't think anything is much better for her than the Cloak of Protection. But for Gilladel, that's a different thing. I'm going to give her the Cloak of Cunning Broom, which creates a foggy cloud when she disengages. Just in case. It's not something that I will likely use very often, but just in case. Now, Karlach's gloves. What do we have? Bracers of Defense. +2 armor class as long as you're not wearing armor or holding a shield. And that armor class... Wait a minute. What? What? Where did her armor class go? It's the helmet? Wow, the helmet is... Yeah, there it is. I didn't realize that. Okay, that's not light armor. It is light armor at the bottom. Dang it. So I'll give her the Cap of Wrath then. Because it's just a cap. How does it look? I bet it's ugly. Wait. Oh, right. She has... There it is. Yeah, that's a choice. The horns look really cool, actually. But then again, when do they not? Right, she doesn't need to be in those clothes anymore. Okay, that's pretty great. We have all this set up. I don't think I can equip this on her, no. Let's look at feet. I could give her the armor class shoes. But that may be overkill. Is that going to be overkill? That's not going to be overkill. I think Lae'zel is going to need to tank a little bit more often. It's fine. I would say Karlach is likely more of a target than anybody else. So, yeah. Let's give her the Moondrop Pendant, where she doesn't attack. She doesn't create attacks of opportunity if she's below 50% HP, because that synchronizes with this thing where she gets Wrath. So I will be a little bit more willing of bringing her down to low HP. Look at this. The wearer deals an additional 2 points of damage against creatures that are illuminated. And if, like before, I equip her with this thing, which I think I will, because that's just a badass weapon, and it lights things up, that brings her a weapon. Wait, does it actually count that already? No, it doesn't. Because, yeah, it would be a 1d6 plus 10. Because it's a melee weapon. That's really powerful. That's really powerful. Anyway, Karlach. The spurred bend works well with the 50% HP thing. It's not something I am very fond of, but it works well enough. She keeps losing concentration. Remember how she breaks concentration whenever she's holding that extra attack over here? I wonder... Let's find out. I wonder when she's going to deal psychic damage while concentrating with that. Let's find that out. Also, those clothes look peculiar. They do not... I don't like that. I am not a fan. Anyway, Karlach, what are you going to wear? You are going to wear, potentially, the 19 armor class heavy armor that we got. Because I will likely give you the Grim Skull helmet. And, let's see. Reaper's Embrace. There we go. When activated, you get the thing that Howl of the Dead. You can scare people. And all incoming damage is reduced as well. Let's see how she looks with that. She looks pretty good. Not as good as an orc, admittedly. But she looks pretty good. It's a good armor. It's a good armor. I didn't think of it when I was seeing it in, whatever his name is, in the general's chest, I suppose. But, yeah, it's good armor. We could give her the armor class +1 gloves, which is basically the thing that I was using on her before. But also, Dark Justiciar gauntlets here. This 1 plus or 1d4 necrotic damage does not require you to be in shade. So that's really good. Let me just make sure I'm not giving her any other helmet. I don't believe I am. And let's look at her cape. There's a Flesh Melter cloak that deals 1d4 acid damage whenever you take a hit, which is pretty good. And then in terms of shields, we have some really amazing shields. Like the Iron Banded shield is great. The shield that she's wearing is pretty great. And I'm gonna go with that. Yeah. Alright. And that's armor class up to 22. That's reasonable. It's not amazing. And as well for boots, not amazing, just one that gives her extra jump distance. Now, amulet. I'll give her a Misty Step, because it's handy to have. And for her other ring, because this one is just for melee attacks, I'm going to give her the movement speed. Just make her very mobile. It's good. It's good to be mobile. But it would also be better, perhaps, if she had a little bit more armor class, honestly. I don't know. Anyway, ranged equipment. Ooh, the Bow of Awareness for Karlach here. For +1 initiative. That's good. She needs initiative. That's something that she needs dearly. And she doesn't use her ranged equipment all that often. And for Karlach, we're going to give her the advantage against monstrosity-type enemies. I don't know if that applies only to that particular... shots with that particular weapon. I would imagine it only does, but we've seen it not work quite like that, so let's equip them. There we go. We're all ready. So her armor class can actually be brought up to 23. We would need to cast armor... the mage armor on her. I don't know that I can, apart from having Gale do that.
You have my attention.
Can you do that, actually? I think so. Yeah. That's interesting. Do I want to do that? Because I keep giving it to him.
I've got a long road ahead.
Anyway, let's resort them.
Action, not reaction.
There we go. And
Making me sweat.
let me resort this. Alright, that's taken care of. And also I forgot that Gale is heavily encumbered with all the throwables. I should try using his mage armor directly on Karlach. Let's bring him to her.
Adventure awaits.
It's not, I mean, it's just going over here, Gale. It's not really that much of an adventure.
An essential incantation.
Arcane Ward. No, you just gained more Arcane Ward. Right. And... yeah. Oh! Mage Armor doesn't work on her. That's good to know. So that means I should always cast it on him. Perfect. Alright, that's fantastic. Now, I don't believe anybody wants to talk to me, but that doesn't mean nothing will happen when we sleep. Let's do that. Shadowheart wants to talk.
Be honest. What do you think of the new look?
I love it.
Well, I'm glad someone does. Perhaps I'll get used to it. I have a lot to get used to right now.
Wait, do followers of Selûne, because I think that's related to that, do followers of Selûne always all have to bleach their hair or something? Can I talk to her about that? I want to talk to you about all that's happened to us.
Fine. What's on your mind?
How am I holding up in your estimations?
How are you holding up? Don't be so modest. I can't remember the last time I met someone like you. Perhaps I never did. And never will again.
That's mighty praise. I will see you later. Yeah, she bleached her hair. We have a lot of white-haired people in our party. Isobel, because I think of Selûne. Aelin is blonde, or is it... No, it's also white. There it is. Astarion, because he's old. And speaking of which, Jaheira as well, because she's old. And that's it. That's all the white-haired people that we have. That's a lot, I think. Anyway, Arabella.
I guess I can take care of myself.
She says the same thing. That's it. Let's leave camp. And out here, things still shake. I don't know why, but they do. And what... oh, I know what our objective is. What do we need to do? Is we need to go there, to the road to Baldur's Gate. But I'm going to go to the Last Light Inn, see if anything... what has changed here. Because I don't think anybody's going to be here. Right? That's interesting. Even the cows left. Yeah. We didn't see the cows, though. Where are the cows? Did they butcher them? They might have. I mean, we're about to embark on a journey, aren't we? Anyway. Goodbye, Shadowlands. You were a lot of fun, actually. This was a lot of fun. Let's go.
Rather dangers lie ahead. At least the shadow curse is one blight we were able to cure.
That's true. Also, I was thinking, off camera, not on camera, I was thinking that ambush that we got, where are we? Over here, right? Or maybe further ahead. Oh no, we're going back. No. Yeah. The ambush that we got over here, we may have been able to be warned by the thing that they gave us. Remember? Voss or Vron or whatever his name is. Vross? Yeah, I don't remember his name exactly, but he gave us that item that I threw on the floor. Because I don't trust him. Yeah. Either way. Wait a minute. It's quiet now. It's quiet. The army has left. Let's go.
The Absolute's armies are on the march. And Baldur's Gate is their target.
That is very true. To Baldur's Gate.
The curse has been lifted. The land's cleansed of the shadows. Kethric's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this at least, you have triumphed.
That tree was on top of Shar's temple, I think.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the Flaming Fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping and yes sir, no sir, rip and cut your throat, sir.
Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the prism bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
I itch to peel you, to split your skin, to see your skull shine in the light. Little tyrant. Lucky for you, I harvested a whole family of living flesh in Rivington at high sun. They will sate my blade thirst tonight. Oh, but tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, my blades will thirst again.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
Worm's Lookout. Wait. It's a map. It's not our camp. I don't think this is our camp. I think it's a map. So we're looking at Baldur's Gate? I think so. Not sure. This I think we're all out, like all it says chasm, so it's not a playable area. I can't recognize that we're on the other side, I think, of the intro screen. I think the intro screen would be somewhere around there, looking over at this, and this city on the left side. The main menu screen. Huh. And this is like a full-on castle. Let's bring out our torch so we can see.
Very well.
Because otherwise I can't. Who brought us here? Why did we camp here? Is it a well-known location? Or the soundtrack just changed, which is interesting.
I feel your breath upon my neck, a soft caress as cold as death. I didn't know you back well then. I blame it on all luck and pain. Your blood like wine, I want it in. Oh darling, get me drunk and make me feel it's not my fault, I'm not to blame. These ain't my sins, I broke my chains. There's more to do and I still want to live.
I feel your breath upon my neck, a soft caress as cold as death. Cold as death. I feel your heart beat in my soul. Our futures bound, our bodies know. Your blood like wine, I want it in. Oh darling, get me drunk, invite me. It's not my fault, I'm not to blame. These ain't my sins, I broke my chains. There's more to do if I can only leave. I can't go yet, don't let me die. I'll never stop until I'm done. But just tonight, maybe I'll rest in peace. I feel your breath upon my neck, a soft caress as cold as death. Cold as death. I hear your heart beat in my soul. Our endings bound, our bodies know. I can't go yet,
Don't let me die,
I want to live.
my only one. There's more to do if we can only leave. The clock won't stop and this is what we get.